Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making horse treats. So we have two different recipes we're doing today. We're going to compare the two in terms of how easy they were to make, what they taste like, and what the horses think of them. So let's get started.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world.
Okay, so we have recipe number 1. We need 1.5 cups of oats, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1.5 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, half an apple, 1 carrot and 5 crushed peppermints. We are preheating the oven to 180 degrees and then we are going to grate the carrot. Should look like this once you're finished, and you just need to put it to the side for now. Then we are going to finely chop the apple. I suggest that you get an adult to help you if you need to cut this apple. Okay, you just need to make sure that it is quite finely chopped because you don't want it to be too chunky in the cookie. Then we have the crushed peppermints. I placed them in a bag and crushed them. Now we are going to put our ingredients in. So we have the 1.5 cups of oats going in. And the cup of water. And then the 2 tablespoons of honey. I just used a teaspoon to help get the honey out, just because it was quite thick. Then we are going to mix these ingredients together. And it should look like this. Make sure that it is in a microwave safe bowl for the next step. So once it's all stirred, we are going to put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and it should come out looking like this, nice and thick. Then we are going to add in our 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And our 1.5 tablespoons of flour. I'm using self-raising flour. Then we add in the peppermints and the carrot and apple. Then we combine all of those ingredients again. That is what it should look like. And then we microwave for 2 minutes again. And then we need to put baking paper down on our tray, and I'm just spooning it out and placing it on there. That's what they look like. and then you place it in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, recipe number 2. We have 1 carrot, 1 apple, half a cup of honey, 2 cups of oats, 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil. And we're preheating the oven to 160 and we are grating the carrot. For this recipe, I also grated the apple. Okay, so the next step is to combine all of your ingredients, so the carrot and the apple. Now I also added a little bit of garlic granules to this recipe. So I put in 1 tablespoon of garlic granules. Then I did my 2 cups of oats. And I did half a cup of flour, ended up using a little bit later, as you will see. Then just my half a cup of honey. And a tablespoon of sunflower oil, and then just need to mix all of that together. And it should form a dough-like consistency. Then I started to use my hands to form it into a dough ball. I then added more flour because it was quite sticky. I think I actually recommend using 3/4 of a cup of flour for this recipe, especially if you're using honey. And then I start to form them into small balls and placing them on a lined baking tray. Once I've finished with that, I placed them in the oven and let them bake for 32 minutes or until they were golden brown. And then I made sure to turn the oven off.
Definitely think that these are going to be the favourites.
Okay, so both recipes are finished. Now I think that recipe number 2 was a bit easier to make, but it was a little bit messier. So I would give that a solid 7 out of 10 in terms of ease of baking. And then recipe number 1 was a little bit of a fuff around, to be honest. I didn't really like the microwaving part, so the ease of baking probably is a 5 out of 10.
Okay, we're all finished with cooking our horse treats. So we've got the 2 recipes done. All we have to do now is let the horses try them out. Okay. So we have Nala testing out recipe number 1. You like it? Are you even eating it? Or are you just playing with it? Is that a thumbs up? Or you want the other one now? You're a smile for it. Okay, recipe number 2. Oh my goodness. You don't like that one? Or is it too big? Oh. You like it? No. Unbelievable. Do you like it or not? I mean, I think that you like the first recipe better. Just keep spitting that one out. Alright, Koda's turn. Okay, recipe number 1 for Koda. You like it? Yeah? Yummy. Wow, I'm shocked. Smile. Smile. Good job. Recipe number 2. Did you like that one too? Do you like both of them equally? No, I didn't like the second one. Well, there you have it. It looks like recipe number 1 is the winner, and I thought it was going to be the opposite. You want more? Alright, you can have that.